Shalom, collective. I hope you guys are doing so beautifully. I want to let you guys know I do have some downloads that we're going to talk about, okay? Last week I was gone. I was not in the space that I'm in now, and I was receiving a lot of downloads while I was in the other space, but I wasn't able to ground in them. So generally when I'm able to ground in some downloads, I don't talk, when I'm not able to ground in certain downloads, I don't talk about them right away. Because to me, there needs to be more that's said before we can have the discussion. But I do have some downloads. I did receive a gift. Let me show you. It's not really a gift, I bought it, but it's gonna help me in the long run. You guys are like, what the hell is that? This, my friends, is a pill filler, a capsule filler, I should say. This is like, I gotta put it together. But it's gonna make my life so much easier when it comes to filling capsules for these farmers markets and for the website, for the collective. I'm so excited. So that's really, really amazing. It's especially gonna help since I'm at this time filling the capsules per order. But when farmers markets start, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Anyways, that was my gift. So let's talk about the first download. Okay. The first download is like a clearing up of definitions. So the difference between transmutation and transformation. Okay. I think that this needs to be talked about right now. You know what? Let's go ahead and pray first. I just heard let's pray. So let's pray. Spirit, I thank you for this time, place, space, moment. I thank you for everything I am and everything I'm not. I thank you for the lessons received and the lessons yet to come. I thank you for the love, the guidance, the protection, the wisdom, the knowledge that you give. I thank you for the concept of so within, so without, as above, so below. I pray that any messages that I receive right now for the collective is for their highest good, abundance, sustenance, prosperity, creativity, and legacy building at this time. Ancestors, ascended masters, guardian angels, spiritual teams, I thank you for the work that you do through the Most High to guide and protect the collective. And I pray that at this time, if you're able to come into this reading and allow me to be the vessel to communicate clearly all that which is in the collective's highest good. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so the difference between this transmutation and this transformation energy. So transmutation is alchemy. Transformation is healing. And the way that I'm seeing it is like, it's like transmutation equals alchemy. Transformation equals healing, right? So in the tarot deck, transmutation, and I have it here because I was told that I had to talk about this, so I pulled it out of the tarot deck right away. So transmutation is the magician. The magician has all of these tools on his plate in front of him. And what he is doing is he's transmuting the tools that he has in order to manifest that which he is trying to create. That is transmutation. That is and you can transmute energy, right? So if people around you have this overly negative and pessimistic attitude, right? You can utilize, it sounds crazy, but you can utilize that. You really can. You can utilize that energy. You can transmute that energy into positivity. And by doing that, you will see that your singular energy and your ability to transmute energy will shift the energy of the spaces that you're in. That's transmutation. That is alchemy. And a lot of people like get this whole thing fucked up. Alchemy is actually mental transmutation. It all starts within the mind. That is alchemy. That is true alchemy. It has nothing to do with turning fucking metal into gold. It has it does, metaphorically speaking, but physically speaking, it's energy. It's mentality, it's paradigm shifts so that you can transform star energy, so that you can transform and heal, right? The transforming is of the subconscious and the conscious to bring your awareness up. Your conscious awareness is lifted through your healing. These two things go hand in hand. But also, I've been getting the it's like transmutation. Okay, let's take the Mario Brothers, right? That game. When Mario eats the mushroom, there's a process that Mario goes through when he eats the mushroom. You don't see him go from the small version of himself just automatically into the bigger version of himself after eating the mushroom. No, what you see him doing is blipping. This is the word that I've been given. It's like blips. You see him go doop, doop, doop. And the doop is the healing and the transformation and the wisdom that he received from the mushroom. But the blip part is the transmutation. It's taking the wisdom and the energy and transmuting it so that he can then become a healed and better version of himself, so that he has more power and ability while in the game. And then I just got told to recognize that version of, and I think this is true, but that version of Mario doesn't last forever within the game. It's timed. There's a time. I heard time lapse. I don't know why that's coming out, but it's timed, right? And then he goes back down, right? And I'm hearing fool, like that's fool energy. When he goes back down, that's the fool energy, right? And then he has to work through all of the unknown territory that he's going through to find another mushroom to then transmute, heal, and transform, right? There needs to be an understanding of the definition. Now we're going to move on to abundance. Okay, understanding the definition and how to recognize your abundance, and understanding that abundance has nothing to do, I can't say it has nothing to do with wants, but it has more to do with getting what you need when you need it. Okay, so if you guys are in a reflective state right now, try to remember stages of your life when you were in a mindset of lack, and then all of a sudden something came in to get you out of whatever situation it was that you were in. Okay, so here's an example. Oh, it's Bike, I think it's my neighbor. Yeah, my neighbor, okay. Sorry. What was I saying? Here's an example of how you can recognize abundance. And I had this personally, so again, I always use personal stories because it's the only way that I really know. But last week, my father and I were talking because we're going to be building new vegetable beds in my parents' backyard. That's my house too, but in our backyard. Sorry, this is really distracting me right now. Anyways, so my father was talking about going to Home Depot to get the wood that we need. And I was insistent on going with him, and he kept on asking me, like, why are you so insistent? You have shit to do. Like, I can go during this time while you're doing that, and then we'll just build it. Why do you have to go to Home Depot? And I was telling him that for the farmers markets, I need to have a 10 by 10 tent to be able to set up in. And it's a requirement with all the farmers markets around me, right? You have to have a tent in case if it rains and all the things. So I'm telling him this, and he was like, I have a 10 by 10 tent. You don't have to buy one. Like, that's abundance, right? My dad was like, We've set the tent up one time and never used it. And there you go. Like, that's abundance, right? That saved me on having to spend money on that thing when I have other things that I don't have that I actually really do need to get for these markets so that I can be successful. Like packaging, for example, and labels and printing and fucking ingredients, right? Like, there's things that need to happen, and the abundance of that simple situation, if you're able to recognize that type of abundance, right? Spirit, the divine, giving you what you need when you need it. I need to have a tent. And the divine was like, well, here you go. Like, here you go. You don't have to buy one. There is one, right? And as we're talking about this is why I got so distracted. As we're talking about this, the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles are out. The Four of Pentacles talks about stability, peace, and contentment. And we're talking about abundance. The Page of Pentacles talks about, I heard stewardship and gifts. The Nine of Pentacles talks about self-fulfillment and self-reliability. And the Queen of Swords is the confidence. The Queen of Swords is able to cut out that which does not serve you. It doesn't have to be in your face. It can be discreetly. So what is this all saying right here? What does this say? What is this telling us? The Queen of Swords, thank you. The Queen of Swords cuts out that which no longer serves her. And if you're able to confidently do that, I'm getting this, like, if you're able to confidently do this, which I feel like a lot of the collective is confidently in the Queen of Swords energy, it's not destructive right now. I'm not getting like a destructive energy from her. I'm getting like, this is like you knowing the path that you chose and you cutting that out, cutting those things out that aren't serving your abundance, that aren't serving your higher good. Because, and that is self-abundance, it's self-awareness, it's self-fulfillment, it's self-sustainability. It's stable, right? It's stable energy. I'm really getting this, like, this peaceful, stable energy from this. So there's that, okay? That's the abundance energy. Those are the only two downloads that I have right now, unless during the reading I get reminded of other stuff. In this particular reading, I'm probably going to be using the tarot decks, which I don't use quite often. At least in these readings. I don't use them that often because I'm not as familiar with them. But I am getting to the stage where I'm starting to understand them better because I use them more when I do self stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some... Oh, another thing. I have really been getting some, like, very high vibrational energy from the collective too. Like, really good. It's not necessarily like you feel high vibrational at this point. It's more like, it's like just contentment. It's really, that's what else I was getting. The collective is understanding and starting to come into this space of being super I didn't say it like that. Super. I'm sorry. They're getting it. I don't know. It's like this space of truly having compassion, and it's pure growth, in my opinion. It's really, truly is star energy. It really, truly is healing energy, and it's a balancing act. It's like the collective is starting to really have more compassion for themselves and understanding, that's what it was, understanding that healing and the healing journey and the ascension process there is not an ending to it, at least on this dimension, right? There isn't an ending to the healing process on this dimension. And I think that a lot of us, I'm going to include myself in this, a lot of us are, because I am a part of the collective, a lot of us are starting to come into understanding and like a patience and a knowing that if it's never ending, if we know that healing is never ending, then why have this idea that you need to be healed in order to do some of the things that you want to do, or in order to have some of the things that you want to have? To me, that is a question of how you feel about your own worth and whether you truly feel like you are worthy of having that which you desire, right? And I personally got this downloaded when it comes to my ability to accept love and new relationships and what it is that I truly want with my divine masculine, and accepting that I'm not ever going to be fully healed. So if somebody cannot accept me in the stage that I'm in now, then, or it's not even about somebody else. See, that was my own internal projection. It's not even about them accepting me. It's about me accepting me as I am, to be able to be in a relationship that I want and to be able to be the person that I want to be within that relationship, because it's all a choice, right? It's all a will. And if you have, but you see the type of awareness that I have, even in that just blip, that type of awareness should show, if you have that type of awareness, that should show you that you are ready for whatever it is. You're ready. The time is now. Like, you're ready. Understand that you are worthy of these things. I love how this is why I love this job. I really do. Because I love it that Spirit will instantly turn me into an example of what it is that we're trying to get across, the message that's trying to be delivered. Like, instantaneous. Do you see how quick that happened though? Like, that should show you, that shows you what we're discussing here, okay? So, understanding your worth. 9 of Pentacles just jumped out again, baby. Understanding your worth. This is self-worth. This isn't 10 of Pentacles, right? This is 9 of Pentacles. This is self-worth. This is stability within yourself. This is confidence within yourself. This is understanding your gifts and how they play a part in the whole entire scheme of things, right? You might be a small grain of sand, but your small grain of sand plays into the whole entire beach, right? There wouldn't be a beach without the small little grains of sand, right? So you are important, understanding your gifts. I missed that. Please help. Believe it, whatever. Okay, since 9 of Pentacles is out again, let's go ahead and talk about it. What do you want to say? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. See, we have 5 of Wands out. Now, this is where I pull out my book, because I don't know what that means. 5 of Wands. Okay, so it says the 5 of Wands is associated more with potential excitement than with misfortune. I don't understand. Can you tell me more, please? I know that the 5s are considered to be fickle energy, The number 5, though, also is the divine masculine and the divine feminine within balance. And the excitement that's happening, I see. There's an excitement that's happening internally when it comes to your divine masculine and your divine feminine being in balance. And that does truly play a part in the 9 of Pentacles. Because this is also creativity, how your gifts are playing a part, and you're recognizing the part that they play in your stability and your self-fulfillment. And your like worthiness, the way that you see yourself. Yep. Then we have 4 of Swords and the Fool. With the 4 of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so sorry, I have to look at 4 of Swords real quick, just to make sure I'm on the right path with this. Stands for energy, extroversion, determination. I'm also getting like this balance. I see. Okay, so the 4 of Swords is representing your determination on the Fool's journey. And the balance that's coming from this. I'm literally picking this up like this. No. Yes. Sorry. Because the four of, and then the 2 of Swords. And then the 8 of fucking, and the 5. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Okay. So a part of, this is like the warning, right? A part of your understanding, your gifts, your self-fulfillment, your own abundance, right? This is about abundance right now. Thank you. This is truly about abundance. When you made the choice, collective, when you were determined enough, because you made a choice, the collective was determined enough, the 4 of Swords, they were determined enough to physically make a choice towards the Fool's journey, which is this new energy, which is clarified by the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups to me is a warning, right? Some of you in the collective are still looking at the 3 Cups, because normally in normal tarot, the 4 of Cups is, it's a person sitting by a tree who is staring at the 3 Cups, and then there's a cup that's coming out of the clouds, which represents a gift from spirit, right? So some of you are still looking at the 3 Cups instead of recognizing the 1 cup that's coming through. You don't have to see the 3 Cups anymore. You should be looking at the 1 cup, right? There's a choice. See, 2 of Swords, there was a choice that the collective made. And your choice should be towards, and is towards, if you haven't made this choice yet, your choice should be towards the 1 cup. Some of you already made the choice towards that 1 cup, the gift that spirit was giving you, right? And that choice in itself is going, this is also what I'm picking up. The choices between spiritual and emotional growth, or, right, 2 of Swords, or 5 of Pentacles, staying in this, it's like a poverty mindset, which is not an abundant mindset. So if you haven't made this choice yet, you need to make this choice. If you've had made this choice and you're struggling through it, understand that this is the choice that you made. This is why it's so, this is why you're struggling through it. This is why there's a struggle, period, right? And the 1 gift, the 1 cup that's coming through from spirit which would be the 1 cup, not the 4, it's the 1 cup, and the 8 of cups, which is the 9 of cups, which is self-emotional fulfillment. This is all about self-fulfillment, self-worth, and self-awareness. Okay, collective? This is understanding the choice that you made and the trial. It's like the turbulation that I heard. It's the turbulation that comes with it. But if you understand the choice that you made, like just understand that this is part of the game, is what I heard. It's part of the game. It's a part of the journey, right? Remember, we're on this path of paving trails that nobody has paved before. Is there anything else that we need to know about this energy right now? About this is, again, collective. This is about your internal abundance. This is about your belief in your own worth. This is about a mindset. Are you still in this poverty mindset where you think that everything is happening to you? Or are you transmuting the information that you're getting and the knowledge that is given to you? And are you transmuting that energy into emotional self-fulfillment, into stability, into like a complete new awareness of your external and internal realities, of your 5D and your 3D, and how everything is coming to fruition. Whoop! Look. Fucking look. I don't like you. I'm literally the devil is trying to get you to choose this. The devil is trying to get you to choose the poverty mindset. The devil is trying to get you to choose the lesser than paradigm, the X paradigm, while you're moving on to the Y paradigm, while you've made the choice towards the fool's journey. The devil is trying to get you to renege on the path that you've chosen. And how he's doing that, how the devil is playing that out, is through the 4 of Cups. It's distracting your attention away from the gift that Spirit is giving you so that you can continue to move forward on this path. A part of the devil's job is to see how strong you are and how willing you are to actually go through the turbulence that happens on the beginning of a fool's journey. Like, it's not all peaches and cream, is what I just heard. It's not all peaches and cream. Like, this is real shit. There are tests that need to be passed. There are trials and tribulations that need to be gone through in order for Spirit, in order for the divine to see that you truly mean what it is that you're saying that you mean, right? Do you truly believe that you're worthy of this abundance, of this new paradigm that you've chosen to take? Or are you going to let the devil, look, and then there's the King of Swords. Are you going to let the devil, are you going to let your internal demons block you from your blessings? Or are you going to tap into the King of Swords energy and be like, fuck you, I'm done? And this is not, it's so weird how people have such a negative energy towards the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords at some time, which I can understand it. It's all based on the current energy. But what I'm getting from the King of Swords energy is like, no, we're cutting that shit. Look, and it's clarified by the star. You have to, collective, you have to abruptly, like, tap into your King of Swords energy and say, fuck this shit. Like, that's what I'm getting. Fuck this. I choose transformation. I choose healing. I choose bringing the subconscious into the conscious and upgrading my awareness. Straight up. But look, I choose. Look, I choose. I'm making a choice. The Queen and the King are out here together. Your divine masculine and your divine feminine are out here together, making the choice to come into balance for healing and transformation. We're cutting this shit out. We're cutting the aspects of self and the demons. We're not necessarily cutting them out, but we're going to transmute them so that we can transform and so that we can come into balance, so that we in turn can recognize the abundance that we truly do deserve, that the divine is giving to us. Don't let the devil fool you. Don't let the devil fool you. Don't let the devil think that you need to renege on the path that you chose. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Don't do that, collective. Don't fucking do that. What do we got? Six of Swords. It's a lot of swords energy. It's something else that I've been picking up a lot too. It's a lot of swords energy. And you want to know what? And I believe that this is, I think we're in Libra season, right? I don't even know. But justice energy has been very, very, very prevalent. Look, Judgment. And the World. And the Eight of Swords. So what I keep hearing is that there's judgment coming in towards what you said yes to and what you said no to when it comes to defending yourself and your beliefs. It also has to do with what other people defended you against and what other people chose not to defend you against. There's judgment that's coming in for that. And the World card, because also the eight of Swords, it's not a great energy, okay, with some decks. With this deck, the Eight of Swords has the infinity symbol. So this judgment that's coming in on what you chose to defend against and what you chose to rise above is affecting the worldview that you have and the strength that you have. It's kind of like, I'm feeling like I just heard liberation. It's this liberating energy of you being able to recognize. It's being able to recognize your strength, not just in the current, but also in past. A lot of the collective is in a reflective energy too, right? There are past situations that are coming up and presenting themselves to you. And it's not for you to relive them. What it's for you to do, or what it's trying to do for you, is it's trying to shed light on the truth of the situations. It's trying to shed light on your own strength. It's also trying to shed light on the reality, again, the truth, the reality of I heard people who said that they had your back. I feel like it's also shedding light on your internal demons. It's getting to the truth of things. It's getting to the root of things. It's also like, I don't know, it's shedding, I'm honestly getting a shit ton of pictures in my head. And it's really broad. It's like on a massive scale, it's shedding light on government and shedding light. This is very micro or macro right now. This is extremely macro right now because the World card is out. And the World, look, I can't make it up. Can you see that? Is that focusing? The World card and the Sun. It's shedding light on a macro level. So if you see this happening on a macro level, you have to understand that it's happening on a micro level too. And just go with it, collective. Yeah, so it's shedding light not just on government, it's shedding light on religion, it's shedding light on poverty, right? Poverty, it's shedding light on poverty. Honestly, it's really healing though too. It's like a relief when the truth, I'm shuffling and the camera's going like this. Honestly, it's a, look, the devil's out again. Look, this says false entrapment and then confidently accept opportunities that are offered to you. This is King of Pentacles. And we already had, is King of Pentacles already out? I know the King of Pentacles was out, but it came out again. This is a choice, collective. Look, and then we have Two of Earth. Stop playing, y'all. The need to make a decision. This is a choice. The collective really is like in a decision period, and they're calling you. Look, there's a choice to be made between your ego, your internal demons, the devil, and your abundance. There's a choice that needs to be had. There's a choice that needs to be made. And your internal intuition, the high priestess is asking you to utilize her, whatever. The high priest, you need to utilize your intuition at this time. And if you really go with your intuition, look, stop fucking playing, y'all. The mental strife is gonna evaporate, is what I just heard. You're gonna tap into your internal abundance, the Empress energy with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is exactly what the fucking collective deserves. This is what you're worth, baby. This is what you're worth. It's not even about deserving. Right? What are you worthy? What do you believe that you're worthy of? Whatever it is that you believe that you're worthy of is going to come into fruition, right? You're manifesting that whether you fucking know it or not. This is why we talk about how important it is for the internal dialogue. Internal dialogue, look, Hangman's at the bottom, perspective. Internal dialogue, perspective, and paradigms are so incredibly foundational and fundamental to bring in your abundance. In your, I didn't even know, Two of Pentacles and the Hermit card with the 10 of fucking Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And the Emperor. I can't make it up, y'all. You can't make this up, right? It went like this. Choosing the perspective. We have Two of Pentacles again, I was just out. The perspective that you choose to have when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your peace of mind. Okay, I'm really getting like this. It's like your perspective shift on what it is that you are worthy of is bringing you a whole new, it's like it's a new defense mechanism is what I'm getting. It's what I'm picking up. And this new defense mechanism is coming from internally, from the Hermit, so within, so without energy. That's what this is. Your new defense mechanism from the perspective and the choice between the X paradigm and the Y paradigm. When you choose the Y paradigm, your defense mechanism is going to change, which in turn is going to change. The change from your internal world is going to be reflected in your outer world, right? So within, so without. Your internal abundance, your abundance that you've been building in the 5D is about to be reflected within the 3D because of the choices and the perspectives that you're choosing to take at this time, collective. All right, I want to get a final message. I'm getting like really worn out because, again, I've been at it for some hours now, which is beautiful. I'm super grateful, but there's a crick in my neck. What is that from? It's from a movie. It's funny. Okay. Can we get a final message, please? Final message for the collective. I hope this is making sense, you guys. Sorry, I keep staring at this deck. My eyes have not come off of this deck. Speaking of decks, never mind. I was told not now. But I can't talk about that. Okay, so I am coming into another new, I shouldn't say another, but I had a download on a project that's gonna come up pretty quickly. And I really need like a really amazing artist. And I would prefer an artist that is in tune with themselves spiritually. I don't care. I don't care about your genitalia. Just so you know, I don't care about your genitalia. In case if you were wondering. I don't give a shit about that. What I care about is how in tune you are with your spirituality, because the project that I need the artist for is a spiritual project. But it's also, I mean, there's different levels to what it is that I want to do with this particular artist. So if you're an artist and you would like to partner up, if you think that you would be good for this, you can personally email me, info@AscendingLifestyle.com. My name is Sarah Davis, if you don't know. Go ahead and email me and we can discuss if you're interested. Obviously, it's going to be a paid position. I don't know how far out the project is, though. I'm just kind of like, I had this download last night when I was in bed. So, it is a paid position, and I just heard there might be royalties involved. If you don't know what royalties are, it's basically like you get paid at continuous, it's like continuous paycheck basically. You get a certain percentage of whatever creation it is that you come up with, depending on how many sales are generated afterwards. So it just depends. That's something that we can talk about. That's very specific. So if you're an artist and you would like to work with me on a project, again, info@AscendingLifestyle.com. You can also leave a comment if you want. I'll take a look at it. But I would really love it if you are an artist, if you can email me. And if you have any work that you've previously done, if you can include that in the email, I would really appreciate it. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that there. I don't want to talk about what the project is on here because I'm not at that stage yet. But if you are interested, then let me know. We're going to get a final message because my family just pulled in. And yeah, look at that. Message of love, accept love and peace and reunion and happiness. Look, this is going to be the final message, collective. Your worthiness comes from love, your self-love. You are worthy of love, right? You're worthy of love within your business, within your partnerships, within your personal relationships. You're worthy of love, and you're worthy of peace. You deserve to have peace in your life. And you're worthy of your duality, your divine masculine and divine feminine coming into union so that you can reach the happiness that you deserve. I love you guys.